My name is Shelby McLeod. I'm 22 now, and I'm an illustrator based in Toronto. And I specialize in screen printing and sort of analog printing techniques. I'm still a really recent graduate, so I feel like I'm just entering that world of like true artist in Toronto, not like student artist in Toronto. And student artists in Toronto, you get a lot more help and a lot more support, and there's a lot more places to show your work than like trying to be professional artists in Toronto. My thesis was all about challenging our views of good and evil by making Satan a teenage girl and God an overbearing conservative father. And the reason I sort of wanted to do that thesis is because my family is all super hardcore like Catholics, and I grew up going to like Catholic school my entire life, and I never really got with it. And I've always felt way more in touch with sort of Satan, and everything everyone was telling me was awful. I was like, it's not that awful. So my thesis is a chance for me to be like, this is how I feel about things, and Satan's not that bad. I think my favorite one was either Rebel Girl as well as Unlovable, but I really, really liked The Loser Upstairs, and it's this image of Satan getting a call from like her dad God, and her caller ID comes up as the loser upstairs. So it's this really contentious relationship between God and Satan, how they communicate with one another, and it's pretty similar to how like teenagers communicate with their parents. When you walk through GradX, you see a shit ton of amazing work, and it just wants you to create even more amazing work. I had Chris Kuzma as my thesis professor for thesis this year, and I'm super happy I picked him because he wanted us to leave with work that we were happy with, which you don't get a lot because professors tend to make your work their own, and he was just really into what I was doing, and he was super supportive. Honestly, I think I started doing art because I didn't think I could do anything else. It's like I was failing everything, and then my art mark was like tops. So I was like, well, I guess that's what I'm doing now. And over time, it's become less of this is all I'm good at type thing, and more of a this is what I enjoy. My own has really started to mesh to my process. So when I'm screen printing, my style is super flat, really laid out, clean lines. Everything is like in its place, simplistic. And it's clean, like it's very, very clean. Like everything is a sharp corner. There's no bleeding or meshing or like color overlays. It's like dun, 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 dun. Whereas when I'm working in gouache, my style is like completely different. Nothing's clean, everything's overlaid. I do 50 layers of painting. You can see colors coming from the back. You can see places where I took like a rag and like wiped everything off and muddied everything and then did it again. And so I think my style really has to do with the medium that I'm working in. And it was literally just this like, I think it was like a 1-minute animation of me vomiting sparkles. No sound, just on a projector, in class, in the dark. Literally, we watched it for the minute, the professor turned the lights on, and this girl walked out to go vomit. Mainly what I'm working on right now is actually spray paint and collage work, as well as a bit more street art, as well as to get some murals going with some other students who graduated from OCAD this year, like Meg Dearlove and Sam Rowe. Getting Sabina involved would be super cool. At the moment, I'm working really more on a quick turnaround basis, so I'm creating work in like 3 hours or less. And it's really just about going with sort of more of my gut instinct now, being like, I have a really laid out style, I know what I like. My eye is a lot more trained now, so I can do things a lot faster. I really dig going to Sneaky Dean's Homesick. I like that, but I also am super in love with X Space Cultural Center. So they're a really amazing resource for emerging artists that everyone I think needs to know about and go to, because everything's free there.